Yo, yo, yo. It's been 5 years. I still start muted. I don't know how this happens. What's good, everybody? Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Look who we have here.
What is up?
What's good, what's good?
Chilling. Still muted, I see.
Mic check. Yeah, exactly. A lot of people don't know that you came up with the name Unmuted, by the way.
Ah, shit. Yeah, it's been a while, man. I was just about to say this brings me back to like 2020.
Yeah.
And you literally just fucking muted yourself. So.
Yeah. It happens. Hoffmeister, Lynn, Paul, what's up? Code Skulls, how's it going? Welcome in, everybody. So today, we're doing something a little bit different. You see JM on screen and this Svengali logo here. Yo, Ninja. We're trying out. This is the first episode of Svengali Sundays. I think that's what we're calling it, right, JM?
I guess. Svengali Sundays. We'll see how that goes.
So we were talking about like we just wanted to do something with the band that isn't necessarily just trying to generate music content as well. And we sit and we could chat for fucking hours. And we thought we'll have a conversation here on stream, and then eventually this will go up on YouTube, and then clips can go up on Instagram. Do the whole shebang. But just in case anybody doesn't know you, because I see Ninja Pony is asking who the handsome stud is. Introduce yourself to the tribe.
Well, I'm JM. I am the guitarist and producer of Svengali. And yeah, I do a bunch of audio stuff, a bunch of fun stuff. We actually, if you think about it, we've done a lot of the talk shit stuff before, right? But we've never really documented it like that. So it's kind of a throwback.
Exactly.
It's a bit of a throwback.
Exactly.
So yeah, that's what we do, man. We make music, we have fun, we produce some shit, and just have weird conversations.
This is very true. The conversations are fucking weird, and this is no exception. Is that the Punisher T-shirt? I believe so.
Yeah. Actually, it is a Punisher T-shirt. Yeah,
I think
T-shirt. Yeah,
it's almost like your logo at this point.
It's
like you wear it. I think your helmet on your bike also has that.
Yeah, exactly. That's where this came from. So my helmet is like a Marvel Punisher thing, and it just kind of became a thing. And I love the Punisher to begin with. I think he's one of my favorite superheroes. And yeah, I end up just making my own T-shirts because I love that skull. I love what it stands for. I love the story of the Punisher, and yep, that's that.
And yeah, I fucking suck at like any of the branding stuff. My brand is gray or black T-shirt and camo shorts. I don't know what else to.
Camo shorts are standard.
Yeah. They're the go-to.
It's what goes, above.
Yeah. It's fucking crazy. I was watching clips from the fucking Black Sabbath farewell show that happened yesterday.
Yeah.
And the amount of people that walked on stage with the like standard metal uniform, and the amount of people that walked on stage looking like they don't belong there.
Yeah.
It's good.
And Ozzy sat on a fucking chair in the middle, right?
Yeah, we knew that though. We knew that he can't. He's been. I think his is like wheelchair bound for the majority.
Is this really a farewell tour, or is this just a money grab at this point?
Bro, I don't think he's got any left in the chamber. It's like his ready to go.
That's the thing. It's like, can you even singing for me? I mean, Ozzy, but still, like, he's sat on a chair. It felt like he's a bit struggling. Everybody coming in and out.
Yeah,
I don't know, man. It's like, I get it, but I also don't get it. Like,
you don't
you're about to die. Just chill. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I don't. I think it was cool that they did the farewell tour or the show, but I think it's like 10 years too late. I feel like they shouldn't have pushed that hard, especially Ozzy. The rest of them were okay, but Ozzy, it felt like It
But
felt like
also,
it was pretty fucking bad.
none of them have done the amount of drugs Ozzy did back in the day, so that's why they're
That's
probably
true.
still okay. You know,
Somebody says he's got Parkinson's. I didn't even know that.
he has. I don't. I mean, yeah, probably. I mean, even when we have you watched the back in the day the MTV thing, the Osbournes, was it?
Yeah. I fuck with all the Osbournes. I remember that.
Even back in the day, like he was all fucking twitchy and so.
I think that was drugs. I think that was him just like fucking just high off his face. I don't know,
Probably.
but
Yeah.
it sounded like it.
But
But
yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
I just watched clips on YouTube, but they're cracking down on like anybody that uploads any of that shit, their channel gets striked.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it's a paid event.
Ah, yeah.
You have to buy a ticket to stream it,
Yeah.
and I eventually will, and I want to watch it. But one thing somebody said online was when David Draymond came on, David from Disturbed.
Yeah,
He got booed. He got
well deserved.
yeah, and I don't know where I saw it. Somebody said that they edited it out or they turned down the like audience mic volume on the live stream and the playback.
Really?
Yeah,
I haven't seen the actual clip. I just saw the headline. You know how you see like the metal injection or whatever, like the thing.
yeah.
But I didn't click it. I'm like, fuck you. I'm not even clicking. I'm not even giving.
I'm not even giving him a click. Yeah, exactly.
I was like, I read the headline. I'm like, well deserved. I'm not fucking giving you the click.
Yeah, the only one I saw was like a phone video from the event, not the actual like multicam thing. Like somebody in the crowd was filming as he walked on stage, and you could hear all the boos.
Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, good for the crowd, man.
Ninja Pony. I don't know if I could say half of these words that you just said.
Hold on, I'm just reading. Yeah.
Fuck that piece of shit, honestly. I wouldn't pay to stream that show. Money eventually goes to Sharon, and she is also a Zionist. Fucking okay. Yeah, well, there you go. There you go.
It's like, who isn't at this fucking point, man? Everybody you learn about ends up.
Exactly, right?
It's like it's ridiculous.
It's everywhere. It's
the
fucking
amount
everywhere.
of follows I'm going through on my fucking Instagram is insane.
Yeah.
Every couple of days, you think somebody is good, then it's yeah, fuck you.
then they open their mouth and they say some dumb shit, and you're like, really? That's where you're going? Yeah. It's one of those things, man. Hoffmeister just mentioned Bob Vylan. There's a lot of people that I know from the music industry, like internationally, that haven't said a single word, that are now like, yo, how could Bob Vylan say that? And it's like, that was the line? That was the threshold? Now you got something to say about the whole situation? Not the numbers, not the deaths, not anything that's been happening, but Bob fucking Vylan at Glastonbury. That's the line.
Oh well, it is what it is, man. It's unfortunate. It's very. I saw also. I don't know if you've seen like what's his face. DJ Khaled has been getting a lot of backlash.
Bro, I was at the Dave Chappelle show in Abu Dhabi. And Dave
I
Chappelle,
heard he ripped him a new butthole or something. Somebody screamed right his name.
Yeah. That's what happened. What happened? So he was saying he had a story, and he was talking about some rapper, Nipsey or something like that. I didn't get that reference, but as soon as he said that name, the crowd clapped, and then it went quiet, and then somebody yelled, "DJ Khaled." And he went, "Fuck that guy." For a Palestinian, that motherfucker is really quiet right now. No. And he just kept ripping him. It's like the only fat Palestinian alive right now. This motherfucker just wouldn't. Yeah, he completely destroyed him. But it was that show was interesting, man. Seeing like a stand-up comic at that caliber. The fucking Etihad Arena sold out. and just one dude standing there smoking a cigarette with a microphone. You know what I mean? It was kind of crazy.
The last time I've seen him, it was in the actual trade center here, and also like huge ass place, and just him, his fucking stool, cigarette, and just like talking. But yeah.
There are a lot of bands that shouted Free Palestine at Glastonbury, but Bob Villain are the ones being held to tasks at times. Yeah. And even when I was at Download, man, people are using their platform and their voices and the opportunity to spread awareness at the very least. Not only just voice their opinion or their take on it. So it's fucking good. I mean, we did the same at our shows. We do the same. I wear kufiya. Our intro is very heavily influenced and talks about that shit. And it's
absolutely
can't use your platform and just stay fucking quiet. But speaking of us playing shows and stuff like that, I wanted to ask everybody and you about the Middle Eastern scene, because I feel like there was like this golden era of the Middle Eastern metal scene that kind of had a hub in Dubai, and then all of a sudden it just slowed the fuck down. And I personally don't know where it's at right now. I feel like there's a cyclical nature to it. Like every 5 years, it kind of ramps up and then it dies down. I feel like it's in the ramp up phase. But I'm constantly talking about new bands because of the stream and stuff. I wanted to see what you thought.
What's that?
What you thought about the Middle Eastern metal scene.
What's that, brother?
Why would you guys bring this guy up when I talk about the Middle East, huh?
Absolutely, man. I think like you said, it's a it feels like a cyclical thing. And I feel it's like it comes in waves. And I feel right now, at least in the UAE metal scene, it's kind of like on the way up again. I'm the worst at this because I don't go out much. Most of my work is on the weekends and stuff like that. So things kind of change for me. So I'm not at shows as much as I would want to be. But I'm following up obviously on Instagram and all that stuff. So I see all the shows that's happening between, the Sandstorm guys, Askur and Friends, the Resurrection events. Like you could tell like there's a lot happening, which is awesome. And I feel like it's on its way to get up to what it was like for us 5 years ago. And I feel like all of our generation kind of got a bit older and now a bit more busy with life, so we're not as active as we'd like to be. And now it's like the second generation coming in, and not second, what do you say, the what's the word
the new wave,
coming in and doing their fair share of being active.
I think you summoned Askur. He's in the chat already.
I did. So yeah, man, I see. I mean, if you think about it, like what Askur is doing is what we had as Desert Experiment back in the day, right? Yeah, kind of like the same vibe. I feel, people coming together, playing music, having a good time. And I'm seeing a lot of new faces. Like I see them. Like I don't personally know them. I see them on the Instagram, on the stories and all that stuff. I'm like, okay, that's cool, man. There's like a lot of like I feel like a stranger now in the metal scene. Funny enough, but I think it is what it is, right? Like we kind of grow older, get more responsibilities of life, and like things just kind of drift away, and then the next batch comes in, and then the next batch is gonna come in. And
there's when I go out to shows and stuff, I don't see any of the old guard. Maybe like 4 of them. Just holding it down, still going to shows and stuff.
I feel like Oak now is the new music room.
100%.
Right?
100%.
It kind of feels like Oak is the place to hang out where we used to do the music room.
So for those that don't know,
checking in. I'm still a piece of garbage.
For those that don't know, the music room. Well, first of all, the metal scene in Dubai, we don't have our pick of venues. There's not a lot of venues that you can just throw up a show and go and promote it, especially when it comes to metal. So there are few venues that allow you to do that. And back in the day, there was this venue called the Music Room, which is, I don't know, a grimy grimy fucking venue if you look at it, but it was one of the few places that allowed metal to be played, and Svengali's first show was there.
First show, yeah, absolutely. Even if you think about it, as grimy as it was, man, it hosted a shit ton of international bands, right? It hosted Christian, it hosted who? Anathema? Was it Anathema?
Anathema, Catatonia, fucking
Insomnium, Graveworm, Ginger, Nile, right? Like, as grimy as we want to think it is, it hosted a lot of fucking international bands.
Yeah.
So that was a cool place, man.
That place shut down, and then the metal scene as a whole kind of ping-ponged around a couple of different venues. And I feel like right now, like you were saying, Oak is that new venue that everybody kind of goes to. And
it's the hangout place.
It's the hangout place.
Oak, I feel, is now a mixture between the Music Room and One Up. Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's kind of like if the Music Room and One Up had a baby, it would be Oak. It would be like, the hangout place versus the events here and there.
Yeah, but Hani said something that I agree with. The scene needs more original music, because as poppin' as it was, as it is now, Oak is primarily based around cover bands. There's a lot of bands playing covers.
But I do think there's a lot of original music, man, happening. Like, obviously not playing live, but you've got I mean, I'm just gonna try and remember off the top of my head. You've got Mortal Coil, is it?
Yeah,
they're doing original music, right? You had the guys that disbanded also. They were good. What was their name? You know them?
Which band?
Proggy, Genty.
Like Callous Minds?
Callous Mind, yeah.
They broke up.
They broke up, but they were also making original music, and they were also they went by a different name earlier on. What was it called? White Morgue.
Yeah.
Right? They were also making original music. You've got the OGs, Coat of Arms, making. I mean, up until last year, I think up until the whole fucking Palestine thing happened, we kind of stopped releasing because it just didn't feel right. But everybody was releasing at the time. I'm seeing a lot of fucking bands. I mean, maybe the production caliber is not there. That's why you don't really think that there are people or bands putting up music. But I think I don't know if it's just me, but I keep seeing people putting up new music on Instagram. And maybe, I mean, here, yeah, like Mortal Coil, like we said, Callous Mind broke up. There's another band also that's active now that is like more of on the younger side of things. Can't remember.
There's Ashenburn. I know they're working and trying to release stuff as well.
You've got Meta Rust, right, making original music, and they're active. They're playing live also. Like, I think they fucking play every gig they get. Right, they don't say no to a gig, which is awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, and the Middle Eastern scene in general actually has a lot of fucking original music coming out.
Yeah.
If we're talking about Middle East, right? UAE, I think it has it. It's
Meta Rust and Triton. Yeah,
yes,
that's the one.
Thank you, Triton. So I feel like there is original music coming out, but also I don't think they're really what's the word that I'm looking for? They're really making use of the platforms, right? Of being online. And, I think just somebody, because if I look at it, it's like it just ends up being a story here and there, and just like, okay, that's it. Like, I don't feel like I don't think the problem is with original music. Now that I'm thinking about it, it's the problem with the hype around it. There's not enough hype that's happening to actually get the music out there. Which is I think where we're lacking. Also, April, if we are to consider April now as a UAE based band, since I think this is how they're advertising it, they just released a song. I think we've got a fair share of original music, man, coming out of the.
This is there's a couple of people I wanna shout out in the Braggadocious. What's good? Paul's asking, what was the older bar where Mayhem Hate Eternal Nerf Cell used to play down in Bur Dubai area?
Oh, we played that. We played that show in it also with the Indian band that came down. I think this is
Was it Aussie Legends?
probably yeah. I think so.
Ratsky, that's the one. Okay, Ratsky.
Yeah.
That's even before that.
Before
But Askur and Hani were saying that it's because of production. Production became expensive. Some of them are not able to pay for it. Production is a big thing. Black Dunes is the only original band.
That's just a lot of shite.
So this is why I read it.
Fucking bullshit.
This is why I read it, because you have a studio where you get bands to record and produce their shit. You mix and master, and
this is a fucking $600 guitar, bro. $600 guitar, 2,000 dirhams tops on a good fucking day. This has recorded 3 fucking Svengali albums. Fuck off with the fucking expensive bullshit.
So what is your take because I've heard this too. I've recently put you in touch with a couple of people that have asked me about production. Oh, how did you guys record? How did you guys mix and master? Who did you outsource to? And I was like, this guy. This guy does it all. So I've sent them your way, but what is your thought on people just going like, it's too fucking expensive to record and master properly?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get all right. Let's get ready for some hate. See what pisses me off
when JM gets his hand out, we're fucked.
See, here's what pisses me off. Most of the people that complain about fucking paying a bit too much on production value are the same people that fucking buy 5,000 dirhams guitars and the latest quad cortex and all that fucking bullshit that they don't even know how to use, right? And they want to invest. They think it's like, if I get a new fucking guitar, I'm gonna play better. If I'm doing the new fucking quad cortex, I'm gonna sound better and all that shit. And when it comes to actually properly investing in what needs to be invested in, all of a sudden things get expensive, right? And this is what pisses me off. And it goes also, I think, I don't know if you're in part of that WhatsApp group. By the way, am I clipping? Because I'm seeing red on my sound card.
No, you're good.
I'm good? Okay, cool. So the thing is, I don't know if you were there on that conversation and on that WhatsApp group that Nikhil did, right? And there was...
I'll be honest, I have that shit muted. It's
I
way
do have
too
it
hectic.
muted.
Yeah.
I do have it muted. I hear you, JM, but don't generalize. I'm not generalizing. I'm saying a lot of these people act like that. There might be the odd ones here and there, absolutely, but for the majority of it, and the people that complain about the price usually overspend on dumb shit and don't spend on where money needs to be spent. That's one. Two, it goes back to a lot of the stuff that we used to talk about, and this is why I brought the WhatsApp group, because there was a conversation about how local bands sound like shit live also, right? And it's always, and I see it all the time, people pointing the fingers at the promoters, at the sound system, at the venue, at everything but themselves and the people that they have, right? And when you are investing in all your fucking equipment and you don't have the money to invest in a fucking proper sound engineer to come with you that knows your songs, know what needs to be done, knows how to get you a good sound, you cannot fucking complain about that stuff. You know what I mean? And it starts there. From there up until, and that shows you the value of your production, because the thing is, the same sound system that most people complain about in that live venue makes the fucking headliner sound fucking brutal and amazing. So why the fuck do you sound like shit and the headliner sounds better? They're playing on the same fucking system, right? They might be louder than you, but they're playing on the same fucking sound system.
Yeah.
Why do you sound like shit and they don't? Because you don't want to pay to get a proper sound engineer. You want to get your fucking neighbor or the guy that grew up with you in the same room that always said, yeah, good job. You know what I mean? But you're willing to pay fucking 5,000 dirhams for your guitar because you think that is what's going to make you sound good. And this is the problem with our production in general. It's like, I think most of the people don't understand what goes into production and the amount of work that goes into production to get you to sound good, which also means that there is a lot of fucking bands, even in this day and age, international bands that sound killer that are fucking produced on a Focusrite that costs $200 and a fucking SM fucking what was it?
The SM7B.
No, not even the 7B. That's a $400 microphone. SM57, like a normal fucking.
Yeah.
That sound fucking massive, because they put in the effort, they know what they're doing, and they take the time to fucking educate themselves. Here's the problem. The main issue is we don't educate ourselves about what we need to do to actually sound good. We just think, and most of our money end up being spent on the wrong shit rather than the actual people that you know want to help you and or are able to help you. So production is not fucking expensive. You're just fucking cheap. Because it's not tangible, right? Like you buy a guitar, you buy a new guitar, you can touch it, you can see it, you can feel it, you play it, right? You might get the value. You pay somebody to actually make you sound like $1 million. You don't see it, you can't feel it, you know. You get it, it's like, cool, I sound like, you know, my whatever, and that's it. Like it's,
yeah,
I think it's not tangible, and that's why people don't want to. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
thank you for your input there. Paul has a question. Do we think that people in Dubai or anywhere really have a bit of misconception about the local scenes? A lot of bands in local scenes all over the world sound bad, quote unquote, bad live. It's it's not unusual.
Absolutely, because every single local band that I've met so far thinks like a fucking local band. As simple as that, right? You box yourself. You put yourself in whatever box you want to put yourself in, right?
Yeah.
You want to call it ego, call it ego. You want to call it fucking arrogance, call it arrogance. But if you keep thinking like a local act, and you keep thinking, you get the mentality of, it's good enough for a local act, you're always going to be good enough for a local act. As simple as that.
Yeah. That's why when YG Berry mentioned Metarust and Triton, these guys are like arena ready, playing pop-up shows.
Yeah,
they go all out live and all out with their recordings. They do absolutely everything possible to get the best sound and performance, and they look arena ready even if they're playing a pop-up show with 14 people there.
Absolutely,
it's fucking incredible. I love those guys.
Your mentality that you go in, like the mentality you go into when you want to play live, whether you're playing for fucking 10 people or 1,000 or 500 or whatever, how you play for yourself first before you actually play to the people, right? If you want to play a show and say, man, I'm just fucking playing to 14 people and I'll just play whatever as sloppy as I can, I don't really give a shit about. You're always going to be like that. This
is a topic, and Paul's hammering it down, but there's also nothing wrong with being a local act and holding down the scene. This is a conversation that you and I have had with several people.
I don't understand. What
there's nothing. He's saying that
being a local act and holding down the scene.
Yeah, just being local and enjoying being local. This is something that you and I have discussed with several people. The people that are like, you know, I want to play and release music and just be a bedroom guitarist without playing live, or the guys that are like, no one came to our show, but they're not trying to be international and stuff like that. There's absolutely nothing wrong if that is your intention.
Yeah.
If you're just like, yeah, just the conversations that JM and I have had before about this were with people that complained, and then once we kind of told them like, well, what are you doing to change it? They're like, well, fuck it, I'll just stay here. Instead of like, you know, I'm a Dubai-based band and I want to keep playing Dubai and Abu Dhabi, and that's all I care about. I don't want to try and travel and do bigger shows or open for bigger bands and stuff like that. And a lot of people used to give us shit, Svengali shit, for always being the opening band for all the big shows that happened in the region. And it was like, we had to tell them, who else is ready? You hit any of the other bands up, nobody was ready to do it. And then when they hit us up, we're always ready to go. And I think that was the difference. But if they want to stay local, they can stay.
Yeah, here's the thing, man. If you wanna be a better musician, you just like to enjoy your own music, play whatever the fuck you want to play, that's absolutely fine, man. There's nothing wrong with that. And again, don't get me wrong, it's not like if you haven't played any live gigs or whatever, that does not discredit what you're trying to do. The problem is, don't complain if things don't go your way, but you're not doing everything in your power to make it look or sound professional, right?
Yeah.
You need to play all your cards right for the fucking thing to sound right. You can't just have wishful thinking and do half-ass work and then expect it to all of a sudden sound good. And then if you don't, blame everybody else except you. That just does not work. It just does not work.
Yeah, I guess there's just a lot more people that are willing to settle for a little less, especially in the Middle Eastern metal scene, because we don't get a chance to just rent a van and be able to tour easily and shit like that. Like, if we have to play a show, there's a lot of fucking things that go into Turkey or going to Europe or playing shows anywhere. It's not easy. So a lot of people are just like, fuck it. I'm not willing to put all of that shit in to play a show.
Yeah, and also what I find, I mean, the main issue that I find with the new bands coming up now and playing live is that they love the technology that's out there and they want to make use of whatever they can to sound good, which is great, but also they don't know the ins and out.
Yeah.
And then the next thing you see is they go on stage and we all know that shit is about to go wrong.
Yeah.
No matter how fucking prepared you are, shit is about to go wrong. And the thing that we've seen, and you and me especially at shows, a few times where shit goes wrong and whoever set up the rig for the band has no idea how to troubleshoot.
Yeah. That has happened a few times.
Right? They're just like looking at each other, having no idea what the fuck happened or what. And that's and that tells you a lot, right? It's like technology is not going to save you. Technology is here to help you, which is great. We use it. But you also got to know your shit inside and out because of stuff like that. Because again, the amount of shit that's going to go wrong is beyond comprehension. Like the amount of shit that we have go wrong on stage.
Every show.
Every single fucking show. Like,
yeah.
I can't remember when was the last show that we played that we didn't have any technical issues. But you gotta understand your fucking equipment, man, inside and out. Whatever system you're setting up, inside and out, for you to be able to troubleshoot and do what you need to do instead of just stopping a show midway and not being able to continue.
Yeah.
Right?
This is a weird segue. But one thing I noticed at Download Fest, the amount of bands that are not only running backing tracks and stuff like that, but don't even do the 4 count anymore. Look, I say 4 count and fucking Josh comes into chat.
Yeah.
The amount of bands that don't even do the 4 count anymore before the song, because everybody's on click, everybody's on in-ears, there's no amps on stage. They start the song just immediately. Yeah. And a part of me was like, that's fucking cool. Like, the vocalist would call something out and then just everybody kicks in at the same time. But at the same time, I kind of missed. I want the, like, we're about to play a song kind of count and then it kicks in, and I don't know how I feel about it still. I fuck with the idea. I just don't know how I feel about like everybody 100% on the grid. Not like how we have it where Josh is on the grid and then everybody follows Josh. But like everybody has got their own click track. Everybody's got their own fucking references.
I've seen the Meshuggah one, right? Where he just stands, does this, and like bleed starts.
Yeah.
Going viral, which is cool. But yeah, man, I don't know. I'm more of the other school side, man. I still want to get the 4 count or the 1 count to just like get that anticipation going. I don't know. Yeah, and there was there still is also this Instagram trend where people show you what they hear in their own monitor mix, right?
Yeah. I think I saw like Fit for an Autopsy or some.
Yeah, everybody has like
yeah.
fucking mix. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm happy with the way we have things. I'm happy to have Josh having the click in his ears and us following. I don't know. It creates kind of a anticipation. It gets you in a pocket. It gets you in. I don't know. It's just the whole everybody's on click. Everybody is just. I don't know. It's not for me, at least.
Nasco says in-ears are scary. If someone goes out and you don't hear them, you need to look at them in the eye and shout, "Fix your rhythm." Yeah. You're. I mean, you could hear them. It's just you could also hear the click. Everybody's got to do 100% their part, and you're not like molding in and out, I think.
Yeah, I think the way we have it set up is Josh is the only guy who has the click track in his ear, because we run backing tracks. For those who don't know, we run a bit of a backing tracks in our live setup for stuff like bass drops, some chants here and there, some
Piano
production elements. So obviously we need to be on a certain timeline, otherwise everything gets fucked up. So this is where Josh comes in. Josh has the click track in his in-ears, and then we just follow Josh as if we are a live band just playing, in rehearsal. And it just makes a lot more sense. And the cool thing is, if something fucks up in the backing track, we have no idea. It's only Josh that
he's the only one stressed out.
He's the only one that's struggling with the backing track, and we have no idea what the fuck is happening.
Yeah. I don't want the bassist in my ears. Funny story.
Nobody does. Trust me, Askur, nobody does.
We actually have it in our tech writer. It shows little percentages just so we can give it to the monitor engineer, festivals or quick switchovers or whatever. So at a glance, you could look at our monitors and be like, okay, so Adnan wants more JM guitars and more kick and snare. And then the monitor engineer looked at the sheet that we have.
That was in Turkey the first time that happened.
And was like, nobody wants bass on stage. All of us have 0, 0, 0, 0, and then Ali, our bassist, has like 80% bass, and then 20% everybody else.
Yep, we still have it. I mean, maybe the next Sunday you get a screen grab of that, and we show it.
We'll show it. Yeah, exactly.
Our monitor mixes where we have 0 bass. Everybody
has 0 bass. Nobody wants to hear it. Also, Ali's bass, he used a cab, and it was fucking loud. Either way, so you could always hear it on stage.
And for some reason, I feel like every bassist is deaf anyways. It's like a given, It's, but yeah. So yeah, back to production or whatever. I don't know what we're talking about. That's a fucking tangent. So yeah, I don't think production is expensive here. I think it's very fair, especially if you're going to somebody who knows what they're doing. And I would say, stop nagging, invest in it just like you'd invest in any other instrument that you think would make you sound better. As simple as that.
Yeah. The other day we rated somebody that was making music. I don't know if you guys remember, but he was saying that he is releasing an AI song. So not a full, like, he used AI to write the rhythm and the drums, and then he did leads over it. And I think he was going to record vocals over it and stuff like that. And I saw what's that motherfucker's name? Timbaland is also signing AI bands to his AI record label now. And there's this band,
AI bands.
Yeah, I don't know how that works, but there's also this other band that does like rock ambient thing that went viral, and people were debating, is this AI, is this not? And it turned out to be AI. But as a producer, and I was gonna say old school, but you're not really old school at all. You use all of the fucking tools.
Yeah.
What's your take on AI when it comes to music?
I mean, I don't know really. It's there's definitely a lot of AI tools now that would help you facilitate a lot of stuff that you want to do, which for me are more than welcome, right? Like if it takes away a lot of the legwork, or gives you the ability to do something a lot faster than what you used to do, then that's fine. I don't know about AI creating music? Like, are you prompting it, saying I want, I don't know, like a metal song, the genre, the style, the whatever, and then it just gives it to you? Like,
Yeah, I mean, it's a fucking app on the phone.
because I mean,
This thing
fine if
called
you want to have fun
Suno.
with it, but you can't claim it as yours, right? Like,
This is where it gets tricky. Is it yours?
it's not. I mean, is it created by you? Like,
A
so you know what I
metal
mean? Like,
song about a
you haven't played it.
guitarist named JM. Let's see how quick this goes. I'm just gonna write a metal song about a guitarist named JM and hit create, and it just does it.
That's it.
That's it.
Yeah, then I think that's bullshit. I think that's I don't know. That's you having fun of it. Like, that's a gimmick, right? Because at the end of the day, here's the thing. Let's break it down to what it actually is.
It's
right?
done, by the way, just so you know, while you were talking.
Amazing. Great. Can we hear it?
Wait. Oh shit. Bro, it took 3 seconds.
Sounds good from what I could hear. What the fuck? But here's the thing, right? I mean, if you're doing it, you want to just make fucking Spotify playlists, make money, whatever. It's like, I don't give a shit. But if we break it down, whatever it is, like in its art form, right? Art is, at least to me, is a form of expression, right? So we play music as an extension of our feeling, as right, as a way to express certain emotions or whatever. So that's what validates it for me. If I just press a button like you just did, right, and you get a song in fucking 3 seconds, did you do anything? Did you translate anything? Did you feel that release?
You prompted correctly.
But you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
so it's like, and this is what separates, right, the artist from anybody else. It's like, what do you call it, the stencil work? Like, you know, when you put something and you just like stencil it, you can really draw it, right? But you kind of made something. So yeah, I feel like I don't think it's gonna ever. I think the main thing with the music is the emotional connection that it has with the people that listen to it also, right? So there's the connection between the people that make it and the people that listen to it.
But this is the thing. Paul found the name of the band. Velvet Sundown is the AI band, and they've got like 500,000 monthly listeners on Spotify now.
That's crazy, man.
It's insane. And Asko says Gear God's YouTube channel used to do the monthly competition, and he had to cancel the competition because people started submitting AI made songs.
But that's the thing. It's like, what are you getting out of it, right? Like, what? So we make a riff, we get the stank face out, we get that joy out of it. We're good. As simple as that. That's simplifying it. Whoever does this and puts it out, what are they getting out of it? What are they winning? Like, I don't get it.
Wait, what was this? I heard once someone does for 2,500 per song.
What, mixing and mastering?
Mixing and mastering? Is that what you guys are talking about?
Yeah, I think so. 2,500 per song. Yeah, man. You could pay 500 and you can go up to fucking 5,000. Depends who you hire. You know, like, it's
yeah, you can go.
It depends who you hire and what they've done and who they've worked with. And one of my favorite mixers charges about 5,000 dirhams per song. You know, but that's the guy who mixed probably all the people that you like listening to, you know. So
who is the new like guy? Who's you remember Machine?
The new guy is, you've got Buster Odelholm, whatever. He's the king of, like, you know, the fall, Viljarta, you know, this kind of music. The guy, he's the drummer in Throne also.
Yeah.
Production. So he's the go-to guy. He did the new Orbit Culture also. So he's the new guy. On the other side of things, you've got Nolly. He's more on the genty. It depends on the genres, right? So, and then you've got Dave Otero for anything that you want that is death metals, blast beats, you know, what's it called? Gravity blast and shit, like the extreme stuff.
Yeah.
That's Dave Otero. Who else can I think of right now? You've got Joel Wanasak. He does a bit of everything. That guy is like everywhere. You've got what's his face? The UK dude that did Sleep Token before they were super famous. He's got a very nice soothing voice. George Lever.
Okay.
George
I don't know who that is.
Yeah. And Hala, the guy that's actually been also popping out a lot is Josh Middleton from Silosis. So he mixes all of their records. He does a bit of mixing on the side, and he just started the Middletone audio company. He released his first drum VST, which sounds incredible, and he does impulse responses for guitars, and he's been also coming up a lot lately. So yeah, there's a bunch of these guys.
5,000 for 8 songs, 40,000. Imagine how many new guitars you can get for that kind of money.
But then again, you don't have to pay 5,000, because here's the thing: like, if you're paying 5,000 dirhams per song, you're competing with the big boys, right? This is you deciding to go full on everything that has to do with your band, from the production side of things to the marketing side of things. You're not just spending 5,000 dirhams on a mix and master. You're spending a shit ton more on marketing, PRing, campaigning, all that stuff, and you're really coming in hot with everybody that you know now that is kind of charting. That's the guy you go to if this is your goal. But you can still sound like $1 million for like 1,500 dirhams or 2,000 dirhams a song. Like,
yeah,
you know, it's all, and also it's like, again, it goes back to you, right? There's so much, like, the 5,000 dirham guy will literally deny you if your recording is shit. There's so much you can do to polish a turd, right?
that was going to be my next thing. Not a lot of people know.
It's all in the source, man.
Yeah, the actual takes have to be very good, and then the mixing and mastering becomes better. And not a lot of people know. I've complained about you on stream before, but when people record with you, and I know this firsthand, you go hard. You don't accept shit. And I remember this one time specifically. I don't remember which song it was, but I was screaming my fucking head off. I was like, all the emotions were coming out. I poured everything into it, and I finished the take, and I like took my headphone off. JM looks at me and just goes, "You're gonna have to do that again. I didn't believe you." And I was like, what? He's like, no, I heard what, like, it was good, but there was no, like, I didn't believe you. I need to believe you when you're saying these words. And I was like, this motherfucker, I swear to God. But that's why I love, like, now when I go back and listen to the Svengali stuff, I'm like, I love it, because that was the best version that I could give at that time.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And again, it goes down to it. It's like, it's your mix and your finished product is gonna sound as good as your source tones. And if you don't take tracking as serious as you should, then there's not much you can do in the mixing and mastering, unless, you know, that fucking mixer would hire somebody to come and redo your song without you knowing, retrack some parts without you knowing, so they can actually sound good. And I've done, unfortunately, back in the day, I've had to do it before. I've had to retrack stuff after the band left. You know, I've had bands come in, record, and they're not ready. You send them off 3-4 times, and then they come back and they're still not ready. And then you just gotta get shit done, and it's not something that we love to do. But they'd leave, and then you grab the guitar and you fucking because the problem is, when you send off somebody 3-4 times and then they come back and they still don't understand the importance of getting a good take, they're not gonna understand why they sound like shit, even mixed and mastered, and they're gonna blame you. They're gonna be like, "No, dude, you didn't know what to do. You didn't know how to make us sound good." And that's not a conversation you want to have. You get to the point where, like, you know what, you're just not getting it. I'm just gonna track it. I'll make it sound good. But yeah, tracking is very, 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 very important.
Before we get to Hani's question or comment, I want to say, Josh says, I just realized something. I don't think I know what JM's head looks like. It's like he came into this world with a baseball cap on.
Yeah, JM had 2 phases. Had the long hair phase, 3 phases. Long hair phase, mohawk phase, and cap phase, and that's it.
That's true. It's true. Yeah. But yeah, Hani said something cool. I'd say get a budget ready for 40% of it goes for recording, mixing, and mastering, and the rest of the money goes for PR and marketing. PR and marketing these days is already very different to when Svengali started, which was already very different to before Svengali started. I feel like we're in a completely different realm now. Yeah. I was doing some research on like what are bands doing these days to promote their songs, if they're releasing singles and stuff like that. And all these suggestions of like, you gotta do TikToks and like upload 10 TikToks a day. Bands are going out and filming the same section of the same song in different locations and different ways and stuff, and then flooding TikTok with it and hoping that one of it goes viral or the sound gets picked up and people start using that sound, because then that would be a good way for people to traffic onto their Spotify or YouTube or whatever it is. And the like old school behind the scenes, long form content, the shit that we're doing now, like this is very minimal in terms of like promoting your band or promoting a song and stuff. I don't know if you have a take on that.
Yeah, no, I've seen this a lot between TikTok and Instagram, where people take the chorus or whatever the catchy part of a song is, and they keep posting it and posting, because apparently the algorithm always shows it to new people. So some of your followers would see it, but every time you post something, it's most likely going to be shown to new people, and then they just bank on one clip going viral and then getting shared and whatever, and then that's where people get to actually hopefully find you. That's one way to do it. Another way to do it, speaking of budgets, is to actually run Instagram ads where the ads get you to Spotify, right? Instead of actually try and be listed on playlists, because there's a lot of scams and bot plays and all that shit. So what you do is you run an ad campaign, like a proper ad campaign of a part of the song, and then listen here or whatever, and then it takes you to your Spotify, get the people to actually listen to it, and then if they like it, hopefully follow you on Spotify, follow your Instagram, blah blah blah, do stuff like that. This also takes a lot of fucking budget to do if you want to reach a lot of people. So it's weird, especially when you're independent and you don't have all the resources, and you have to pick your battles. You have to pick and choose, like Annie said, right? Decide what part of the budget goes into the recording and what part of the budget goes into the PR. But also the big question is, okay, you've done this, now what? What's your end goal? What's your end result, right? Okay, you got a bunch of people onto your Spotify, you got a bunch of people to listen to your song, then what? What's the play, right? And I think this is going to be different for every band, but that's the major question. Why are you doing this, and what's going to happen when people find you?
Yeah, I think that's a question, and it changes. Like, we've been around for 10 fucking years. It changes from different eras of the band. The why and the what we're gonna do changes, and as long as you actually have one, I think it's it puts things in perspective, at least.
Yeah, absolutely. And like you said, times change, so goals change. Whatever we're working towards is going to change. That's absolutely normal.
Code Skulls. Maybe I missed it, but when is their new work released from Svengali? This is a good shift into what's coming next. Because I did tell them that there are things ready.
Yeah.
I did tell chat that there's music ready, and things things are ready to start rolling out, but we
kind of stopped, right? We did Insomniac and stopped because of what happened in the world, and it just did not feel right, to just be releasing music when fucking children are being decapitated and fucking blown to pieces. But yeah, man, but also fucking music is what keeps us sane. So I think we got to the point where, we're like, what? We've got a couple of songs that are already ready that have been done since when now? Can't fucking remember. When did we release Insomniac?
2 years. It's been 2 years.
So yeah, we've got about 3 or 4 songs that are already done and dusted and ready, and now it's just about to do this, get the people to know a bit more about it, try and get hopefully the hype a bit up, say that we're back, and slowly start releasing the songs. Who wants to snitch you? Why Askur? What are you snitching?
Oh, I know why they want to snitch. Because I said if we hit 10 subs, I'll leak a little bit of the Svengali, the new Svengali song.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Shit. But you don't have the new master, do you?
No.
Yeah.
But also, I didn't actually play it.
Okay. Did we hit 10 subs?
I think so. I think we hit 10 subs, and I fucking blue balled them.
Okay, then we do it next Sunday then. So I'll prepare it because I didn't send it to you. So I'll send you the he said don't tell JM.
Breaker of promises, yeah.
I'll send you the latest master, and then maybe we play a bit of the new song.
Yeah. Sounds good. What? Reeler of chairs? I don't even know what the fuck they're saying. Do you guys have any questions?
Breaker of chairs.
Anything music, Svengali, JM's cap, like was discussed before. his affinity or liking of the Punisher skull.
Just don't piss me off, man.
I think it's one of those things, man. The like conversations where you've said some shit that then gets taken and people get pissed off about it. I swear to God, the majority of them, people have no idea. Like, they miss the point, I feel.
Absolutely. I think a lot of people miss the point. And also, here's the thing. I'm passionate about these subjects. I love talking about this stuff. So it's like, and if you know me enough, or you guys get to know me down the line, if we get to do more of these streams, I don't fucking sugarcoat. I don't want to sugarcoat. I don't want you to sugarcoat with me. Just call it as it is, and stop hiding behind whatever, right? So that's how I see things. I see them, I call them. That's my opinion, period. You don't have to believe in what I say, or we don't have to be like, I'm right. But it's just like, don't bullshit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Last Chance Chaz asks, favorite song to perform live? That's a good question.
Oof, okay. So there's definitely Deny, just because Deny is the most connected to the crowd.
Yeah, we get
we feel
we get everybody to sing along.
Yeah, that sing along, man, gives me goosebumps every fucking time. So that's from a live interaction perspective. From a playing point of view, funny enough, we played 2 songs that we haven't played before this last show that we've done.
Yeah.
And funny enough, I don't know why we haven't played this more often, but Hideaway was super fucking fun to play.
Yeah, I fucked with Hideaway. That was fun to play.
Hideaway for me is fun to play. I regret making Insomniac.
Insomniac is deadly.
Oh man, Insomniac is fucking.
It's nonstop.
I don't
It's
think Josh
nonstop.
agrees with Hideaway. I'm guessing, not for me. I'm not sure what he means. But yeah, Insomniac is fucking hard to play live. I don't know. I'm kind of blanking out on our set list right now for some reason.
Yeah, I like playing the old shit as well, like off Unscathed, because it's bouncy and it's got a little bit more like Sirens.
Sirens is always a good jumpy one, absolutely.
Yeah.
But if I had to pick like the ultimate favorite moment of our live set up until now, until I don't know something changes in our songs, is Deny. Is the sing along in Deny with the crowd. That shit is just, for me, is like the highlight of the fucking gig.
Yeah, I agree with that. Why did you skip over my question? What was your question? What's your favorite Post Malone song? What's your favorite Post Malone song?
I only know one. Rockstar.
Right? Yeah, I was just gonna say the same one. I was gonna say the exact same one.
That's the only one I know.
I like when he did the Nirvana cover stuff.
The Nirvana cover. I don't know. I haven't seen it.
The guy from.
I know he's a big metalhead. He's like really. But yeah, I don't know.
What's your favorite shawarma restaurant?
Not here, man.
Yeah, I was gonna say Jordan. Anywhere in Jordan.
Lebanon. Not here, man. Here is just nah.
Would you guys be interested in doing a polka cover of Cotton Eye Joe? Okay. All right.
We've done Venga Boys. What are you talking about, bro?
We have done Venga Boys. He's not in the chat, but there's somebody that changed their username on Twitch to Svenga Boys. Since
Venga Boys, right? Yeah.
Since that cover.
Yeah.
Lebanese shawarma always wins. Absolutely. I didn't even know that that was Post Malone. I thought that was like one of the Little Pumper or whatever that's names. Yeah, everybody has a little in front of their name. Little everything.
Absolutely. Do you like the new Linkin Park stuff? Absolutely, man. Here's the thing about Linkin Park. Don't listen to it trying to outdo what they've done. Listen to it as Mike Shinoda, right? Because we all know Mike Shinoda is the guy, is Linkin Park. Even as good as Chester was, he was still produced by Mike. He was still directed by Mike and doing all that stuff. Chester is a fucking insane singer. Their music that they've done with him is amazing, but also the new shit, man, is really good. It's really, really well written songs, right? I'm not sitting here listening to these songs going like, oh, but Chester was better, or is she doing what Chester wanted to? You know what I mean? I'm just completely. It's like also me listening to fucking Load and Reload, right? A lot of people don't like Load and Reload of Metallica. I fucking love them. If you just sit and listen to it as just a piece of music, a good piece of music, no prejudice whatsoever. It's good fucking music, and that's what I think about the new Linkin Park. I think it's good music.
I just haven't listened to it, I'll be honest. And it's not because like, oh, in Chester's memory or whatever it is.
Dude, they're really good written songs, man.
Haven't checked it out.
Fucking catchy songs. She does a really good job. She delivers. It's just and you can tell it's Linkin Park. Like even if you listen to the instrumentals, it's Mike Shinoda. It's still the same guy. You know, like you can literally tell it's Linkin Park. But I get the sentimental attachment to Chester and all that stuff. But I like as whatever you want to call it, Linkin Park or not, it's just good stuff.
Yeah, the only band I have an issue with when it comes to like somebody passed and they continued is fucking Pantera. I'll be honest.
Oh, absolutely.
That's the only one I have, because it was very well documented that these two brothers did not fuck with this guy and they don't want to do anything with him. And then once they
absolutely. The two boys did not, up until Vinny died, he did not want anything to do with Anselmo. He did not want a reunion. And then the guy dies and the guy goes like, yeah, I'm going to do it. Yeah, that's bullshit.
Hani says, do you fuck with Bring Me the Horizon? I do. I don't know if JM does.
I can't say I'm really familiar with them. I know a couple of songs here and there, but I haven't really gotten into them. So I wouldn't say. I mean, I don't know. Should I check them out? Should I like dig?
So I like them because I liked them back in the day, like from Pray for Plagues and all this the heavy deathcore stuff. So seeing the transition and following, like I don't have the new albums, but if they're on, I don't hate it. And I think that I don't know if I would give them the same chance if that was the first thing I heard. You know what I mean? I just like the fact that they
did their style change over the time also, like
incredibly. Yeah. They're like,
I think they went like radio stuff, right?
They went a little more radio, a little more rock, a little more singing. They had zero clean vocals in their shit before.
Okay.
It was pure death, like MySpace deathcore, you know, like Job for a Cowboy stuff.
Yes.
What else is in there? Do we still hate Saint Anger though? I think Metallica is just too big to ever release an album that everybody fucks with. Everybody wants them to sound like Master of Puppets, and then they sound like Master of Puppets, and they say, "Oh, you're just a cover band." Metallica covered Metallica, basically, with the fucking what was that album? Hardwired to Self-Destruct. When that came out, everybody's like, they're trying to sound like they used to. It's like, but isn't that what everybody used to complain about?
Yeah, absolutely.
Funny you said about how social media plays a huge factor for independent bands. We Avira has a new song out on Friday, 7 p.m. UK time. And how are you promoting it, Ches? What are you guys doing to get people to click that link? What's your favorite Nicolas Cage movie?
Gone in 60 Seconds.
Ooh, I was gonna. What's the one where they're prisoners?
Con Air.
Con Air, that's the one.
That was a good one. Gone in 60 Seconds because of Angelina Jolie. She was like fucking gorgeous in that movie.
She was like fucking.
And you've got the Mustang, right, Eleanor? So it's like, so yeah, I would choose that.
So Ches is doing short teasers on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube Shorts. See, all short content. Yeah,
short form content, absolutely, man.
Have you ever tried pizza with anchovies and pineapple? It's fucking awesome. Fuck pineapple on pizza. First of all, I don't even know what an anchovy is.
I mean, I stopped listening at pineapple. So absolutely not. Disgusting. Oh, Face Off was really good. Yes, with John Travolta. That actually was a really good movie.
Face Off. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good call. Face Off is a really good movie.
It's like Sleep Token at Download. People complain that they shouldn't headline, but they also complain that the same old bands headline. Yeah, exactly.
I think at the end of the day, people are always going to find something to complain about.
Exactly.
No matter what.
Especially for these much bigger bands. Like there's no way Metallica can please absolutely everybody. There's nothing that they could do.
And it's like also the whole fucking debate about is Sleep Token metal or not. Who gives a shit? Like who gives a shit, bro? Is it good music?
Yeah.
Yes or no? Are you enjoying it? That's all it takes, bro. Just it's either you enjoy it or you don't.
100%.
Otherwise, like, why does it fucking matter, man? Why? It just does not matter.
Yeah. We could twerk to metal. We've done that on this channel.
I think this is where I log off.
Could somebody write twerk in the chat, please? Show JM the twerk. JM, watch your hand. It's gonna come up on you right now. Somebody just write twerk in the chat real quick. There you go.
Yeah, I think that's my cue. I think this is that's my cue. This is where we go. Like, thank you guys for watching. Yeah.
I had to show you the twerk. But yeah, thank you guys for being here. If you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe. If you're watching the clips on Instagram, follow. Do all of the things and all the stuff. I believe we're going to do this every Sunday. If you guys fuck with it, let us know. Send us some messages on Discord. ! Discord if you're not in there. And join Discord if you're watching this on YouTube as well, where we have conversations over there about all things and all stuff.
And if you guys want me to rant about shit, just write it in the whatever Discord that he has, and then we'll pick the topic and we'll rant on it.
And then we can rant a little bit. But for now, we bid you adieu. We're gonna raid our boy Abzy, who is I believe just about to open Pro Tools and record some music. So it'll be is this Euro Metal? It'll be a good transition over to Abzy. And with that being said, JM, do the honors.
What do I do?
It's been 5 years. You have to know how we end the streams.
No, I don't. What? What the fuck?
Chat, how do we end the streams? There you go. You got to say the 3 magic words.
Oh, hit the outro.
See you guys. Bye.